What's going on, everyone? It's time for another horror thriller slasher film review. Today we're going to be talking about The House at the End of the Street. It was released by Film Nation Entertainment September 21st, 2012. It's produced by Aaron Ryder, Peter Block, and Hal Liberman. It was written by David Loca and directed by Mark Tomberry. Yeah. He also did weird films like Spell, Day of the Dead, Bloodline, Hush, The Forefathers. This had a $10 million budget as well. So, The House at the End of the Street. So, I mainly classify this movie as a thriller than a horror film, but there is some weird stuff in it. Yeah, so this young girl and her mom move into this house in this like upscale neighborhood, but it is known for uh, being a spot of where a young girl gone went psycho and killed her parents while her brother was away. And it still has this stigma, so it took them a while to find a house to rent in this area. And then when they did, they start learning of this urban legend, sort of the girl killing, but they're not sure where the girl went. And it turns out the house that it happened is at the end of the street, like across the street from the house that they're renting. So as the story goes on, um, they slowly learn that the son now lives in there and has inherited it, and the daughter becomes friends with him and learns about an even darker secret. Now I'm gonna probably spoil this movie, but I know a lot of people hate it, don't care. So, yeah, just so you're warned. But as when she goes in there, she realizes at first that it seems like he is keeping his sister in the basement, and she is like running away, like keeps he prevents her from running away, and um as he's doing this, she freaks out and leaves, but then she ends up being chained up and stuff in the same spot, and you learn that there was no sister, it was him. And then to cap it all off, at the end of the film, they basically, the mother tried to make him her daughter because she wanted a daughter, not a son. And this is his way of basically venting out that frustration from those times. Yeah, it's a very elaborate story, and I thought like it was some spooky stuff in this and weird, odd stuff. I liked the twist in it, and I liked the acting and that. And I think this movie is a little underrated. I think this one actually has some good potential, and it is interesting in my opinion, and definitely trying to do something different, did, which was something good and unique. And overall, I think a lot of people just overlooked that and thought they looked at the first twist, but I think the last twist was a good icing on the cake for the story. And I think a lot of people just didn't see that or didn't feel that for some reason. But overall, I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was pretty clever and interesting and amusing. It has a lot of stupid fake out scares and stuff, but yeah, I could get over that. So I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 5. I think it's actually pretty decent. You should check it out. If it sounds like something you're interested in, there's a trailer link down below like always. Also, linked down below is my Instagram. That's where I always post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. I usually have the film title hashtag and subgenre film hashtag, so you're aware of it. And my Letterbox is also down below. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the films. So follow me on one of those two platforms to stay on the loop with this channel. Like this video, share it so more people are aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. And also, if you have any films or film franchises in any genre that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my hardest to get them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe, because hopefully you find something weird, obscure, and odd that you never thought of checking out together, somewhat like this. or so you get my opinions on popular films, classic films, and also other things. So make sure you subscribe and don't forget to ring the bell because we're going to be continuing on with the horror thriller and talk about The Strangers. So about like a year ago or so, I reviewed The Strangers Pray at Night, but now I'm finally going to review the first one. So kind of did them backwards, but oh well, that's how I am. So check out The House at the End of the Street if you haven't. I thought it was actually pretty decent, and I think it's underrated. But for now, watch out for all those psychos living in your neighborhood, and I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.